Green Deal is coming in towards the end of 2012, and you may have heard about this. This is a radical overhaul of the way that we support energy efficiency in the UK. The idea is it will link long-term finance to the property and not to the owner. So that when you move house, the repayments on that finance will stay linked to the electricity meter of that house. This means it doesn't matter if you move house next year and you haven't seen the payback period. The next people realise it. And the other thing is that annual savings will outweigh the cost. So if you're paying £400 a year, then you'll be saving £500 a year. So you'll be in pocket from day one, is the idea. This is all being developed at the moment. And feed-in tariff is available for solar PV, wind, hydro, and the renewable heat incentive is on its way, we hope, for domestic customers for solar water heating, biomass and heat pumps. And the domestic rates of that will be consulted on later this year. But it'll be a little bit like the feed-in tariff. You'll get payments per each year rather than a grant up front. You'll get gradual payments to support those measures. So finally, a few ideas to get our creative juices flowing, because in the open space event that we're having after this, we would really like to provide a chance for you not just to talk about what we can do to your own home, but maybe how we can do things together as a community, because sometimes it's more effective and sometimes it's more fun. A few examples. In Peckham, they have draft busting Sundays. So here are happy volunteers going around to each other's homes in Peckham, learning how to draft-proof sash windows and doors, particular draft points for Peckham homes. And they bulk purchase draft-proofing materials and sell them to local people at low cost. Bristol Green Doors. Anyone go to that last year in September? They had their first event where they opened over 50 homes to the public in Bristol. Really love to get something like that working here in Bath. And there are some of the homeowners that gave guided tours. People could meet them and ask, how did you do that? And, oh, but where did you get that from? And that's the way that we really learn. In fact, quick plug for them, there's an event tomorrow in Bristol. They're opening 8 solid wall properties to the public. You have to pre-book for this, but they're named spaces, and you can go and see how each of those homes has done solid wall insulation. Lock-in Energy, a community interest company in Bath, have run community training for energy audits, so that people in their communities will come out and get that knowledge and take it back to the groups that they work with. People can have energy Tupperware parties or luncheon clubs where they can all share their knowledge, and they were very successful. Climate X in Oxford has a fabulous eco-renovation website. I love looking through that. Perhaps we can get something like that here in Bath. There's all kinds of directories of installers, and there are articles and blogs and loads of eco-homes that they publicise in Oxford. In Scotland, the village of Neilston had free DIY workshops where they got installers and the local B&Q to come together and answer people's questions about how you do external and internal wall insulation, and had lots of things on show and demonstrations so people could learn. iMeasure is a great website. If you can come across it, you can upload your weekly or monthly meter readings and see how you're doing for your kind of house. And you can benchmark yourself, and you can benchmark yourself against your friends as well. So you can create carbon clubs, potentially your whole street or your company or your family. If you're competing, it's a bit like Weight Watchers but with energy. It's brilliant. The Old Home Super Home Network is Aussie is part of this. It's a national network for opening up eco-show homes that have achieved more than 60% carbon savings through eco-show. Robert Cohen is another member. I don't know, maybe there are some more closet members here from other places. But they have a My Green Builder database where the super homers can rank the experience with their tradespeople 1 to 5, so other people can learn from that. Perhaps we can have something like that in Bath. And there are loads of other ideas that we've been exploring in Transition Bath Energy Group. And we would love any of you here who are interested in coming and joining in the Energy Group, please do. Our next meeting is on Tuesday at 7:30 at the New Inn near Green Park Station. And ideas that have come up are things like having a retrofit club, a listed buildings action group for people who are trying to get planning approval for these things in listed buildings. bulk purchasing, local materials initiatives, skills exchanges, having a Bath ideal green home show, and potentially a bit more ambitious, but getting clusters of retrofits together to do portfolio financing ahead of the Green Deal. So, in conclusion, at the moment, we're in the circle of despair, and everyone is waiting for everyone else to act. But we don't need to wait. We can actually get on and do this stuff ourselves. Why wait for government to come through with these incentives? Maybe they won't be as attractive as they think they're going to be. Actually, there's so much that we can just get on and do now to break the stalemate, creating homes that are warm and comfortable and cheap to heat now and in the future by working together. And that's exactly what we're here to discuss in the next few hours together after cake. So thank you.